Just about to get started, and on the mound in this one, number 82. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Ronald Acuna Jr. leading things off and takes a strike.
First pitch, 106.
And he chases a high fastball there. Now one miss.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here is Matt Olson. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that drops in for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Just missed. That one in for a strike, 2-2.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Toss to Alonso. Nice efficient start to the afternoon. That's 2 out. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
Marcell Ozuna stands in now and watches strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Swings and misses. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. It's the Braves nothing. Mets coming to bat. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. Starting on the mound in this one, Grant Holmes.
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win, and I expect to see that from him in this one today.
Francisco Lindor, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Next pitch misses, and that's ball 2. And it skips in the door. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, this came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of his own.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 1. Move to first. Lindor back in there. Lindor on at first. Nobody out. Lindor the move. And a foul ball. Pitch is in for a strike. And the count 1-2.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
And a breaking ball misses outside. Nobody out. Runner at first. Off the mark there. And it's 3-2.
That's a really good take right there. A slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And a pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
Juan Soto up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to whereas you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Hit on the ground might be 2. Over to Albies. Throw to first, but he beat it. Jeff McNeil stands in.
Keep an eye on this at bat because even though it's early, it could change the outcome of this game. Look for your pitch and attack it.
Right down to shoot. 0-1.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but let the bat on his shoulder.
1 strike.
And he takes a strike.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Good eye in that spot.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Two down. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
New inning getting started. Here comes Austin Riley.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
1-0.
Riley is one of those players that made his presence known in the majors right away. He hit a 438-foot home run off of Michael Walker fastball on his second at bat, which is probably the best way to make a first impression as a rookie, Boog.
And a swing and a miss there.
1-2.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Up the middle. Slides for the stop. Throw to first. And they get the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Drake Baldwin now at the plate.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
And a fastball misses outside for a ball. 1-0. Baldwin measures 5 feet 10 inches, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Wisconsin. And another ball. Second inning here, no score. That one pushed foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
One down, base is empty. In the air, out towards left center. McNeil makes the play, 2 away.
76, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Pitch is in the dirt, and that is ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
2 outs. Right through there for a strike.
No, that's a ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Lindor on to first. And Albies is retired. And that is the inning. Down in order go the Braves. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Starling Marte. Holmes back to work. And that's fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
That one ripped. Bangs off the wall.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
So up next for New York, Brett Beatty. There's the strike. Marte gets his lead at first with nobody out. Now 1-1.
1-1.
And that one is inside. That's inside.
3-1.
Runner at first with no outs here. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around second is Marte. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
He was all over that one. Great approach on a nice pitch. Dropped the barrel on it. Stayed on plane completely through the swing and drove it the other way. Kind of have to tip your cap if you're on the mound on that one.
Ronnie Mauricio now. Golden opportunity right here. And that one upstairs, ball 1. And that's Gets in there for a strike, and now it's even.
1 ball.
Two
1
in
strike.
scoring position. Nobody out. Bottom half of inning number 2. And it is 2-1.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
Bounce, stand up, got the pitcher. Still able to get it there in time. So they get the out, but a run does score. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like he's got him on his back leg. So you wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
And now here is Peyton Senger.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
That's off the mark, and it's 1-0.
1 ball.
Runner at second
No
here, 1 gone. Right through there for a strike. And that one fouled off. Man at second. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Here's Francisco Lindor. He reached out a walk his first time. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-0.
Man on second, 2 down. And the 1-0 misses low.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Strike. Woo.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Next offering is fouled back. Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Runner at first with 2 away. And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. Walked his first time. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw to second, and he's safe.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
Next offering is downstairs. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. In the dirt.
1-2.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Out to short. Fires across the diamond. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. We play 2 full. It's the Mets 2 and the Braves nothing. Top half of the 3rd inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Alex Verdugo.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
just
the corner.
missed. That one the other way. Makes the catch. One down.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Runner on at first with one gone. Nick Allen next up for the Braves. Now snap throw to first. And he just got his hand in there. And that drops in for a strike. Harris, the base runner at first with one out. Swung on, belted. Ranging back. And it slams off the bottom of the wall. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Lead runner holds at third. So two runners in scoring position and just one out.
Back-to-back base hits. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
So the batting order turns over. Ronald Acuna Jr. next up for the Braves. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
High fly ball out towards left center. Nimmo has it sized up. Drops into the glove. Runner tags for home. Throw is offline, and he scores. And a 2-1 ball game now.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Matt Olson up to the plate. Fought off foul. That one missing inside. Runner at second, two down. On the ground. Over to first. They limit the damage here. One run, a pair of hits, no errors, and one left on. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mets 2 and the Braves 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third. So now here's the Mets DH, Juan Soto.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are. This one looks like trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages, working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Pete Alonso now, always a power threat. The polar bear hit his 200th career home run last season.
Yeah, and that home run came right here at Citi Field. He's the 4th fastest player in baseball history to reach 200 homers.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the last half of the 3rd. Pitch misses. Now 2-0.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, center fielder, Jeff McNeil.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Caught looking his first time up. Bounced up the middle. Fires over to first. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Starling Marte.
Here's Starling Marte.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
First pitch misses. And that's in the dirt.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
And that is out of play. Runner at third, 2 away. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Under it is Acuna to make the grab. Mets strand one as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back here at Citi Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Marcell Ozuna. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here is Austin Riley. 0 for 1 so far. Now it's belted. Deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. He'll circle the bases. It's 3-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Drake Baldwin. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
And a foul ball. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. Top half of inning number 4. And that's downstairs. And it's 2-1.
You know, these Braves doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient bats out of it. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Grounded out his first time up.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced
No ball.
old Shea
One strike.
Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the third home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. That
One
one's
ball.
upstairs,
2 strikes.
ball 1. That one in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Liner starting at first.
They put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Alex Verdugo. He's 0 for 1. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Whew. 0-2.
Outside low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
And now the count is even. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is in the dirt. A swing and a soft liner. That gets down for a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Now, Michael Harris the second. Squirts away a little bit. Cut on and lifted in the air. Nimmo has it sized up. And that is that. Braves pick up 2 on the long ball. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back after this on the show. Bottom of the 4th, down the third baseman, Brett Beatty.
Third baseman, Brett Beatty.
That one fouled off. Just missed.
That's away.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Verdugo gets under it. 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman.
And stepping in for New York, Ronnie Mauricio. And that's outside.
1-0.
Swing and a ball popped up. Riley under it. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, number 30.
Now here is Hayden Sanger. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
0-1.
Next
One
pitch
ball,
misses
one strike.
way outside. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That's
Ball 2.
outside, and it's 2-1. Check swing, called strike. Down on strikes, looking for the 2nd straight plate appearance. Down in order go the Mets. And it's still a 3-2 ball game. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the shortstop, Nick Allen. Allen measures 5 feet 8 inches, 26 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Knee high, that's in for a strike.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball. That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch. So, Boog, here's an interesting fact about Acuna. He has the most home runs at Truist Park. He passed Freddie Freeman for the top spot in 2023, and I think he might hold that record for a while.
And that misses. 2 balls, no strikes. And that one is lifted in the air. Marte. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Matt Olson.
And now Matt Olson up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Check swing, called strike. Activity in the bullpen. Clay Holmes getting loose out there. Peterson getting loose as well. Popped up. And that is that. And the Braves go down quietly, but they're up 3-2. Back here in Queens, now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Holmes back to work. And fouled off. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. He goes down looking.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else and you can't pull the trigger.
Brandon Nimmo will hit next. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. That one hammered, but pulled foul. The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And that's off the inside edge. 2-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you've got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
Soto in the box now. No balls and a strike. The Braves up by a run. Last half of inning number 5. And now it's even up.
1-1.
And this is inside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Very high with that one. Full count now. Pete Alonso waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with 1 swing if he gets the chance.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more.
And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
New York
and they
Mets.
make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Clay Holmes.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Well, 1-run game. Here's Marcell Ozuna, 1 for 2. Swinging a foul straight back. And that drops in for a strike. Ozuna tries to hold up, appeal to first, and that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. Here is Austin Riley. He had a big swing back in the 4th, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion. And those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
That's in there, and it's 0-1.
Well, an at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Marte drop step going back, and it's out of here into the home bullpen for a homer. Another homer. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 4-2.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Base is empty, 1 away. Now in for the Braves, Drake Baldwin. That one at the knees for a strike. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field.
Now batting, second baseman.
Man at
Ozzie
first.
Albies.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. There's a strike. 95
No
of
ball.
that one.
One strike.
Baldwin leads off first with one away. Ground ball left side, could be two. Flips it. Here's one. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. One more for Atlanta on the homer. It's now 4-2. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Spencer Schwellenbach. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Spencer Schwellenbach.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
First baseman.
Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. That's too low. Ball one. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Pierce Johnson getting ready to go. Montero also getting ready. Foul ball there. Next offering is fouled back.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Goes down looking. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets.
Jeff McNeil.
In there for strike one. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Pitch misses, and the count is 1-2. On the ground, right side. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Starling Marte.
Starling Marte up to hit. A little bit low. Ball one. Just missed.
2 balls. No strike.
And a 2-1 on the way. Late with the swing there.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
That one down the line, and foul ball. 2 outs. Outside.
2 strikes.
Brett Beatty up next for the Mets. Payoff pitch. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
So a man aboard. Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. And that catches the low inside corner. Good fastball. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
First and second, 2 outs. So up next for New York, Ronnie Mauricio. In the air, left field. And that is the inning. 2 left for the Mets. They trail it here 4-2.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, David Peterson.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Verdugo.
A little surprised we don't see a pinch hitter here with the lefty-lefty matchup.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Wastes no time there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. He is singled and he is flied to left. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Breaking ball misses down and away. Action in the Mets bullpen. Huascar Brazoban, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Nunez warming up as well. Verdugo aboard here at first with nobody out. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Nimmo racing over to make the catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And here is Nick Allen. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Man at first, 1 away. The shortstop takes the ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Out towards right center field. And it falls. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Acuna now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Swing and a foul out of play.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
The 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. Here's Matt Olson. 0 for 3 in this one. And there's the strike. just missed. Outside with a breaking ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And that one is lifted in the air. Marte gets there. He's under it. And that's the third out. 2 left for Atlanta, but they still lead this one 4-2. And we're back. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Hayden Sanger. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. High in the air, out to right. Acuna. And there's one down.
Up next for the Mets, shortstop.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Spencer Schwellenbach departs. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Dylan Lee.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Now the number 2 hitter, Brandon Nimmo. And that's fouled off.
Now this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
The tying run at the plate. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Nice. Doubled up with the slider for that punch out. The one before just caught the zone. So as a hitter, you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking for. That right there is good pitching.
Here's Juan Soto. Snap throw to first. Lindor back in there. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Tying run at the plate. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. That
That's
one
a ball.
just misses.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Here's a 2-2. Stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That misses the zone, and it's 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The kick, the 3-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. The Braves pen comes through in fine fashion. 8th inning coming up. It's the Braves 4 and the Mets 2.
Now pitches.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Huascar Brazoban.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit.
Designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
Slice to right. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. The relay not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here's Austin Riley. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
And there's a foul ball. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
The other way. Fair ball. Ozuna around third. And he boots it. He'll score. And he's into second with nobody out.
Well, they found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Drake Baldwin next up for the Braves. And that one handled. Whips it to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And next for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies.
You have to find a way to score the runner from third, especially with less than 2 outs. Wait for the pitch you want and hit it as hard as you can.
Not even close there. And that's ball 1. And another ball.
2-0.
Just missed. And there's the automatic. Riley takes his lead at third with one away. Next offering is in for a strike.
3-2.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Nimmo pulls that one down. Runner tags from third. He's in to score on the sac fly, and they're up by 4.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
2 down, bases empty. Alex Verdugo next up for the Braves. First pitch, and he just misses. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that one is in for a strike at 95. And it's 1-1. Outside with a breaking ball.
2-1.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. On the ground to the left. Lindor whips it across, and Verdugo is set down. That's out number 3. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. Last half of the 8th coming up. Braves 6 and the Mets 2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Bryce Elder.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Alonso leading things off and takes a strike. Action in the pen down there. Angel De Los Santos getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Montero getting cranked up as well. There's the strike.
0-2 count. Both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Going to count 1 and 2. That's to third. Riley fires to first, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Acuna after it. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Elder in his 2nd season, 25 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2020. The Mets down by 4 near the bottom half of the 8th inning. Outside low, now 1 and 2. In the air, left field, down the line. Verdugo running hard. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Starling Marte.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Starling Marte. And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark. Next offering is in for a strike. To the right side, Albies tosses to first, and the Mets go 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Ninth inning coming up. Braves 6 and the Mets 2. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Daniel Nunez. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And now Michael Harris II, 1 for 3. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Number 12 appears to be getting loose. Right through there for a strike. That one in there across the letters. On the ground to third. Slings to first. One up, one down.
Now batting shortstop Nick Allen.
So up next, Nick Allen. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor tosses to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting right fielder Ronald Acuna Jr.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. That one finds the corner. 0-1. That's in there.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
And
One ball.
Way outside. Now 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Left field, way back there. That's back. That'll make it out of here. He sends a rocket to left. It's 7-2. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So 2 down. Here's Matt Olson down. And it's fouled away. Here's the pitch to Olson. And that one fouled off. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the ninth. That one almost got him. Two down, nobody on. Got him. Third down. Acuna goes yard for the Braves. It's now a 7-2 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. So bottom of the ninth, now the third baseman, Brett Beatty. Elder back to work. And that one is downstairs. And it's 1-0. That's to third. Riley sends it across to first. One out, bottom of the ninth.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Ronnie Mauricio digs in now. And that one is inside, ball one. The Braves leading by 5. We're in the last half of the ninth inning.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
This ball's chopped on the ground, and that chance handled. No play. That's an infield single. Here in the bottom of the ninth, one out. And here's the catcher, Hayden Sanger. And a foul ball. Mauricio leads off first with one away. That one misses, and it's 1-1. On the ground to short, could be 2. The throw to second. That's a double play. The ball game is over.
A little sigh of relief for the pitcher there, ending the ball game with a nice double play. You always love when you can get 2 for 1, especially when it wraps up the ball game. Nice win for this team today.
7-2 your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.